Yeah, I was actually trying to avoid making this video at night if it wasn't already obvious. But, oh well. Today is Friday, March 29th, 2024. And, well, the Easter Fool's event for the backyard has arrived. And will be going until Tuesday, April 2nd. So, basically for all of Easter weekend, including Monday, which is April Fool's Day. Because Easter is literally the day before that. Which means today is Good Friday, which is awesome. With all that said, let's jump into it. And also to prove how late it is, actually it's not even that late at all. It's only like 8:23. So, let's get into it. As you guys can see, this is the logo. And I will not be shocked if this ends up being the shirt design too. As you can see, we have a cross alongside two eggs with the respective colors of this party being yellow, pink, green, and blue. Much like how we see in the Zola's Lab, Legos Island, and Creation World events. Ever since at least 2022, that is. At least when adding in blue, that is. On the other side, we have a box with the propeller hat. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any actual boxes in this event, so that is completely pointless. I made this before I realized we didn't even have any boxes around here. So, yeah. Oh well. But, as you may notice, these are mainly spelled out in the colors of this party. Meaning the Easter ones are spelled out in the colors of that said event, and then the Fools is set out in the colors of that event as well. To purposely clarify, there's actually more Easter decorations in this event compared to April Fool's Day decorations. Now this is mainly because I don't really have that many for April Fool's Day, because I have to come up with my own ones. Now as for Easter, we're using all the ones that we did last year, but obviously placing them differently. Of course, so you know we don't have a freaking copy and paste. That would be stupid! Although I do hope you guys love this. Now down here, we do have some April Fool's Day stuff. Now, it has been in a semi-tradition, at least, that the chairs are normally tipped over. Mostly. Oh, and by the way, we didn't actually have an April Fool's Day party last year, because I forgot. That's actually the reason, so it's back now. Sorry about not doing it last year, April Fool's Day. I do apologize, it's here again. Especially since it's merged together. That's it for the room, by the way. And by the way, this was the bin I used to put all the Easter decorations out. Still hope you guys love the logo. And, yeah, let's get into the other rooms. Dang, dude, a majority of them are on. That's awesome. Now, down here, we have the Happy Easter sign. Actually, this is the first of many, actually. Now, this was at the tree next to the garden last year. Now, this is the only decoration. The rest of the shed is not updated. Although I should really replace that pin up there. You can see it's pretty much broken. I have a ton of these pins, like in my house, so I can just go find one and just replace this with another. So I can actually hang stuff on here again. That's actually what was supposed to be this, actually. This is actually supposed to be hung up here, but I forgot to go get another pin somewhere in my house to just replace this one. So then I can actually attach it up to here. Because that's literally, this sign was supposed to be up here. So don't be surprised if you see that in the next episode. Now, as you may notice, the solar lights are on as well. Mainly because it is nighttime. Now, there's not that many decorations here. In fact, there is only one. Speaking of which, we have an item. Now, allow me to explain myself. You see, this was originally called the Spring Scarf, and for a few years it was, ever since 2021. However, I have came to a decision, as of 2024, that at this point, this scarf honestly looks something like it more dedicated towards Easter than spring, if I'm being quite honest. Now, why it took 3 years for me to finally come to that realization is beyond me. I don't know why that is. So, this is now going to be considered the Easter scarf. Because at this point, this honestly looks so much more towards Easter than it is for spring. Now, I will make an actual spring scarf. Like, I'll make another scarf for spring sometime in the future, even though I don't think we're having a celebration in spring. I'll still make one regardless. But that's actually the only item right now. The other item, which will be the shirt, will be available soon on Easter itself. Speaking of which, we have another Easter sign, speaking of which. So, with all that being said, what do you guys think? This actually looks super cool. And yeah, this is in the tripod area. This is like, I think, the third event in a row to have a sign over here, which is actually freaking funny. Because it feels like almost every event so far this year has had a sign over here on this fence. So, it's kind of funny that this is like the third event in a row to do that. Imagine if we had one for Earth Day. That would be funny. That would be 4 times in a row. Anyway, in a legitimate sense. But yeah, that's an item you can get here in the tripod area. This next one, actually, these next two, are finally April Fool's Day related. And only April Fool's Day related. Here in the pond view, we can see that we have a sign that says April Fools. Which honestly is super freaking cool. So, what do you guys think? This honestly looks super cool. Wait on a minute. Oh, wait, is that Cody? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's Cody, okay. Just making sure. Just making sure that's not like anything else. Okay, cool, it's just him. Yeah, I heard something for a second. It's just him, thankfully. This is another decoration for April Fool's Day. Oh, okay. I didn't realize this was actually an orange noodle. I didn't look at it correctly earlier. But, okay. That's actually meant to be a red one, but I don't have one. Now over here in the field, we have a purple noodle. And, well, we have what's left of the propeller hat. Yeah. I think it's finally breaking apart, guys. I found some of the pieces for it, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get it back together. Now, granted, I've had this thing for like 10 plus years, so maybe I should probably finally get rid of it. But just know this is still the same propeller hat that's been like in the workshop for years at this point. And it's only mainly used for this event, which means last year it wasn't even used because there was no April Fool's Day event. The last decoration in this party is, well, the tree next to the garden, which has another Happy Easter sign. Although I could have actually put that in a different room, mainly because I think these eggs already cover this room well enough. So don't be surprised if I change that. With all that being said, this is honestly so freaking cool. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this event? I know it's mostly Easter. And that's mainly because this is what the main part of the weekend is about. So that probably can explain why. But I tried putting in some April Fool's Day stuff. I tried. I know I've done better. With all that said though, thank you so much for watching. I do apologize that this is at night. Despite it being a small party. But you never know, maybe I might add more to this event later on. The next episode, I think, is going to be on the 30th. Actually, we'll have one go for this entire weekend. For this entire event, actually, yeah. We'll have one every day for the whole event. And then we'll take a few days off and come back a few days later. So how does that sound? I know I said I wouldn't be doing it every day anymore, but to celebrate the entirety of Easter weekend, let's just do it every day. And then we'll take a little more of a break off again for a few days. Anyway, I will see you all next time. What is your favorite room of this event, by the way? I'd love to hear it. And with all that said, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys. Also, hopefully the next 3 episodes are not at night. This was not planned. It just happened all of a sudden.